Take two. I didn't hit record the first time. I wish I could say I slept well. Last night I did not. I did not sleep well at all. It was cold. It was 4 or 5 Celsius, I think. But wet, humid, cold. So I was up every 20, 30 minutes trying to move around and get warm again. But also, it was noisy. The cows and the sheep were not bothered by my tent at all. They were roaming around really close. Birds landing on my tent, buzzing it. I don't know why. There was some crazy guy. I don't even know where. There must have been a house down the hill, but some guy just screaming at the top of his lungs a few times during the night. I think it is dog, which I didn't even hear the dog barking, so I don't know what was going on. I heard the guy, but I don't know what was going on. But it didn't sound good. It sounded terrible. Yeah, so I was up a lot, and then I tried to get up early this morning, but it was cold. It's still cold. I think it's 10 degrees Celsius now, and I'm wearing a wool shirt, and I'm not warm. But I am afraid to put my rain jacket on because when I got in my tent last night, it was dripping wet, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I hung it on the outside of my tent, but under the fly. And this morning I found several not so tiny spiders in it, which I hope I've shaken them all out, but I don't know. Yeah, so today, it's actually like more like 50 kilometers to get back to the start. And there is going to be more rain today and tomorrow. And it's cold. So, and I'm out of food. I'm really out of food and I'm hungry. Today I'm going to take the shorter route back to Kirkmichael, which is a new trail, so it'll be interesting, but it basically means I'm going to finish tonight. I'll wild camp in Kirkmichael. I don't know where exactly. I know there's some really nice places right in town, which would be great to put a tent. I don't know if I can. I'll have to ask. I think someone will have an idea. If not, though, I know that just a 20-minute walk out of town, there are places I can pitch a tent. So I'll do that. And I also know I can catch a bus out of there at 10 a.m. tomorrow, which is great. I'm a little nervous about bus service on Sunday, so I'd kind of like to leave tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I also know I can get food there. So they have a shop and a restaurant and beer. So yeah, today's not gonna be too bad. It's not gonna be short, but it's gonna be my last day of hiking. And it's been really great. I mean, the last night in the field wasn't ideal. The rain caught me, so I didn't really have a choice. I had to stop. But otherwise, it's been great, and I'm really hoping today's good too. And I missed the trail again. It's been really hard to follow through these pastures. I don't know. There are so many tractor tracks and sheep trails, and I keep trying to follow the GPS, but yeah, you basically have to have your GPS out in front of you like the entire time you're walking because there's so many crisscrossing trails. I don't know. Took a while just to cross this little hill. And looking back, I still don't really see a trail. I don't know. Not to mention all this hidden water in the grass. And I almost slipped. There's still more water here. Oh, not much further to go. They're so cute. Yeah. They're not afraid of me. I don't know why. Well, maybe now they are. Having trouble getting this gate open. Might take a little more manhandling. They've got the fence pretty secure everywhere though. So I guess the gate's my only option. I'm going that way, which is good because I can't go this way But I'm trying to scare away some frogs, flies, because I want to put my pack down and I don't want to squish them. There are so many frogs. They're just little, but I don't know. There's one right here that won't leave. Go away! Well, I had some coffee and biscuits and peanut butter, and I've reapplied some smidge because I'm going into the woods, and the sun came out for 10 minutes, so I managed to get my tent dry, which is good. I'm only like a third of what I need to walk today, so I'd better get moving. I've been following this very secure wall for 10 minutes, and I found out why. So that's Dalnaglar Castle. I think it's more or less a wedding venue. It's very expensive, but it is pretty. This really isn't much of a trail, but I can see markers ahead. Oh, it's gonna take a while. Well, I'm thankful for the trail marker, and I can see another one on the horizon. So I can put my phone away and concentrate on not twisting an ankle. Damn, I missed the trail again. I see a marker down there, I guess I'm just gonna go through the bush. These are the spots where I always get into trouble because there's a trail there that goes up, but I think the trail I want goes this way. Yeah, I can see a marker up ahead. Ah. Well, there are frogs in here, but it's tricky to get through this. So just in case you're wondering how to do a number 2 when you're wild camping, obviously you need to be off the path and away from any water sources, like, I don't know, as far as you can go. 100 meters would be ideal, but whatever. And then you dig a hole, right? Well, in Scotland you can't dig holes, but I've discovered that these rocks, as big as they look, they're not heavy. So what you do is you lift the rock and you flip it over, and it leaves you a nice big hole. And you can do your business, and then you can put the rock back. I don't know. It was really the best I could come up with. I suppose I should add that if you are trekking in Scotland and you see one of those rocks that looks like it's been moved somewhat recently, don't look underneath it. I made it to Kirkmichael. It was a long day, almost 12 miles, but it was a tough 12 miles because the trails weren't really trails. There were trails that looked great, but they weren't my trail. So a lot of relying on the GPS today, and lots of brush, deep grass, uneven ground, mud. The cattle fields were tough because it was like muddy but grass, so like you had to really keep your eyes open so you didn't twist your ankle. But I saw a deer today, my only deer that I've seen in Scotland. Saw lots of frogs, some cool birds. It was a really beautiful day. It only rained really hard for 15 minutes, and then sun came out and dried me up again, so that was okay. And then it drizzled a bit now and then, but not too bad. And it's dry now. And I stopped at the hotel in town on the way in and asked about dinner, and they said the hotel restaurant opens in an hour, so I'm gonna go and eat a huge meal. I'm also hoping I can wash my hair in the bathroom before I eat. And I also asked where I could put my tent, and she said I could put my tent right here in this field all day long. So the tent's up, it's dry, it's perfect. I'll be able to catch a bus really easily in the morning, so I'm really happy about that. And I've already grabbed a beer and some snacks to wolf down before dinner. Trying to drink it kind of stealthily because I don't know I don't know what the rules are. You have to check in every town. But I feel great and I'm really happy. I think I'm gonna go change my shirt though. I did wash my hair, my whole head in the sink at the hotel, and feels good. And I had salmon with potatoes and veggies and sticky toffee pudding with ice cream, and I could still eat more. But it was good. And I booked a very cheap hotel. I sprung for the upgraded room for £45 a night so I could have a private bathroom. I don't know, maybe it's a dump, I don't know. But it's in Falkirk, so there's a couple things I want to see there, and I'm going to stay there 2 nights, and I should be able to easily get to the Edinburgh airport from there on Monday morning. And and I just found out that I think there is no bus service on Sunday, so it's a really good thing that I came back a day early because I could be stuck here. So everything worked out great. I'm well fed, and I'm out of here 10 a.m. tomorrow.